Good morning, everybody. Welcome into another episode of Saturday Morning Makes. And because it's summertime, I've started Christmas Makes 2024. I also love celebrating everybody's hashtags. Two Crafters, One Design, I think is ice cream this coming week, or is that this week? But be sure to check them out. That's, of course, Melissa of Mo Creations, Lisa of UCY I'm a Diva, and Gloria of Girlia's Cards. And Miss You in May is from the Handy Scanny. That one's over, but I know some people have been still uploading projects. And Citrus Punch Mondays, which is Audrey of So Good All and Veronica of VL Ballon 1, which is to pull out all your citrus, your lemons, your limes, mix it with different fruits if you want. But anyway, that's a wonderful one too. And that is during the month of June, every Monday. And of course, you can upload anytime and then just use the hashtag. And then there's Craft Your Stash, which is Raina and Dale's hashtag. And I will try, one of these days, I'll try and put links down below. I know I've done it in a few videos, but someone was asking me if I kept a list. Was it Maria or Lisa? Oh, I can't remember who asked me the other day. But anyway, I may try to put a better list either in the comments of this video later on today or in the drop-down menu as I have time to add it, okay? So I just wanted to mention those and welcome you into another episode of Saturday Morning Makes, which is a open art collaboration on social media, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We have a Facebook group called Saturday Morning Makes, and today's makes too. Saturday Morning Makes is just a hashtag that I created to allow myself to take some free time to create art. I'm a busy single parent. I own my own business, and it keeps me hopping, and I wasn't taking time to feed my soul and create. And so I started the hashtag Satmorn Makes, and partly for myself, but also during COVID. COVID started right around the same time, and people were in their homes. We were all on lockdown, and a lot of people that were alone were really struggling. And I thought, oh my goodness, we should be creating art and sharing art in a community atmosphere. And so Satmorn Makes took off because all of you responded. You became my co-hosts. Everybody that joins in, I consider a co-host. And many of you have also done wonderful inspiration and started your own hashtags. So, and I've met so many wonderful people. I wish I could visit every single channel every single week, but there's so many hashtags now and so much stuff to look at. It's hard to even keep up. But I love having the hashtags because you can plug that in and then see a whole bunch of videos all at one time, flipping through one by one, watching one after another to see what everybody's creating. So I just love it. I love each and every one of you that joins in and makes creating art so much fun. So thank you for being here today. If you missed it, I uploaded a video early or really late last night, 12 midnight. I uploaded this video about making these little buntings for the 4th of July, or really, I think they'd be cute for any time of year. Can you imagine doing it in like orange, yellow, and black for Halloween, or even orange, cream, and black, or even Pasteloween? But these are using the eyelet doily dies from My Creative Time. So if you go back one video, you can see how I did this, and I do show a little tutorial at the end. And I created this adorable 4th of July card, and I just think these would be such a fun way to use these to create menus, to create invitations for the 4th of July if you're having a barbecue. So go take a look at that video if you missed it. And I want to remind everybody, too, that Peachy Keen Stamps is having a sale right now. You do not need my affiliate code because right now, instead of 10% off, you can get 30% off the entire site. And that includes the sets that she already has on sale that are already marked down. You're going to get 30% off the sale price. So in some cases, it might be closer to 35 or 40% off. So it's a great time to shop for Peachy Keen stamps. You do not need my affiliate code. You're just going to shop and put things in your cart, and they will come up with the entire discount price at checkout of 30 or more % off. So no coupon code needed. It goes through tonight, Saturday night at midnight. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that again, just in case you had missed my video. I did a kind of a Peachy Keen review video. And in that video, I showed this tag. And I believe it was Caroline was asking about the die set that I used to create this tag. And this was actually made with an Elizabeth Craft Designs teacup set that is retired. It's no longer available. So I thought about that a little bit. It's also made with the cookie die from Anna White. Hello, Anna. I hope you're having a good weekend. Be sure to pop over to Anna's channel. She always has lots of inspiration from Impression Obsession. They just did their June release. And there's always fun things to look at it on Anna's channel, including her beautiful garden. Lots of people asking me about my garden. I'm going to see if I can get my my garden in order enough to share. I'm still working on it. But I might share, just little peeks here and there of some pictures and post them over on Instagram. We'll see how much time I have. But anyway, Caroline was asking about this. And again, the main die set that I used is retired, but I knew that I had a die set that would work from my creative time. So today's tags, I'm going to show you how I created a new set of tags, very similar to this one, okay? And I'm very happy that it worked out. So this is the original one that I did, and I'm going to show you some other tags that I created in just a minute. First, I'm going to go through, for those of you that like this, I'm going to go through and just tell you the products that I used. So I did use some jingle bells. People often ask about the size of jingle bells I use. My favorite size are usually 6 millimeters. You can go as big as an 8 millimeter, but I mainly use 6 millimeter and 4 millimeter bells. Okay, today I was using a 6 millimeter red jingle bell. So you do need some jingle bells if you want to add jingle bell, a jingle to your tag. And then, anytime I'm getting ready for Christmas in July, I do what I call curating a little bit of Christmas. And I keep a lot of my Christmas items in reds and greens and whites in these little cases. And I did use a white bow and some various pieces from different kits that I have made. And one of the kits includes these hollies. And this is an old die from Paper Tray Ink. And it cuts 2 different sizes of hollies. This size and then one that's a little bit smaller. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Actually, it's right here in mid. There's one. So this is slightly smaller, and that's what I used on the smaller tags. And then this size was used on the bigger tags that I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you 2 different versions, actually 4 different versions of the tag, I believe, in total. But I also used some of these pom-poms in red. And these you can get at any hobby craft store. Dollar Tree sometimes has them at Christmas time. But I used both felt and paper hollies as well as some of these little pom-poms. Okay, so those kits were needed. I used, I think, one of these little red bows. This is from Hobby Lobby, and they're called glitter foam mini bows. And if you're looking for the item number, there's the item number. Okay, again, that's Hobby Lobby. This is also Hobby Lobby, and these are little mini hollies. And they're called Glitter Holly with Gemstones, 28 pieces. This was back in 2023 when I got these. And there's the item number for you, 5416276. So I did use some of those. I used various tags in my tag box here. I keep some that I handmade, and then a lot of these, there's some Paper Tray Ink ones in here using the Friendship Jar Holiday Fillers stamp set, as well as my beloved Lily of the Valley tags that you see me use on a lot of my Christmas tags every year. and this is their Christmas sentiment set. It's one of the first sets that they ever did. I've owned this set for over 20 years now, and it's still one that I use every Christmas. So I did use some tags out of my tag box. And then from my creative time, don't forget that you can always use my affiliate code every day for 10% off. So my affiliate code is Jill. Every single person on the design team has a code, so please spread the love among all the designers. But if you're interested in any of the products I used to create the tags I'm going to show you, these are what I used. So this is MCT D474. This is the Christmas Charms, okay? This is one of my favorite die sets. It's one that I asked Emma if we could do, and it has the word joy in there, so you know I love that. But on these tags that I'm going to show you, I used the snowflake, I used the coffee cups, and I used the little Christmas tree, and I think I used the ginger too. And I did cut off sometimes the little grommet that allows you to hang them, and I used this as a cookie instead of as a charm, but I also used a lot of them as charms. Okay, so great set to have. It's a wonderful embellishment piece or set to have in your stash. Okay, so I used that. I used the small teacup dies. Okay, and the pieces that I used are the spoon, this little border which goes on the bottom of the cup, this piece which creates the coffee at the top of the little teacup, and the saucer. You could use this little tea bag to create a marshmallow if you want, or you can hand cut marshmallows from a tiny strip of white paper and then just use your scissors to shape them. Right now we don't have a marshmallow die. I did talk to Emma about creating a marshmallow plate die that would just cut a bunch of marshmallows really quickly in a couple different sizes. So I'm not sure if she'll be able to do that for Christmas this year or not, but I did ask for it. You could also add this little stitched piece to your handle. I don't do that because I put a tie and a bunch of other stuff on the handle, and I just don't think it's necessary to also die cut this piece. There's a lot of die cutting involved in these tags. So this is the small teacup dies. I, of course, also used the medium teacup dies because I wanted to make two different size tags. I made baby tags and bigger tags. And again, I used the same pieces in this die set that I just showed you in the smaller one. So if you don't want to make the smaller tags, I would go with the medium tag die set. If you don't own either one of these, I prefer slightly bigger things to work with. I'm getting older, and it's easier to work with bigger pieces of paper. But the little ones are so tiny and cute, and I love tiny things. So if you love both sizes, get both die sets. And then don't forget your charm dies. The other piece that I needed to complete these tags is this little collar right here. Now you could use something else, but this has a little curve to it that you need to put onto the cup, okay, onto the teacup as a decoration. I also used this little snowflake. And this is the Miss Snow Lady MCT My Creative Time die set from November of 2023. And you remember the adorable snow ladies that we made back in November of last year when this came out. So this little piece is very important, and I cut one click off of it for the tiny teacups that you're going to see, and then I used the full thing on the bigger teacups, and it worked perfectly. So those are the die sets that I used. Then, most importantly, for the faces, I used the Spa Girls PK1913 from Peachy Keen Stamps. Again, right now you can get these on sale 30% off until tonight at midnight. Okay, so I used that set. I used the Christmas Character Face Assortment. This is the same stamp set that I made that spoon card with that had Santa and Mrs. Claus on it, because this has Santa faces as well as Mrs. Claus faces in it. But what I used it for today were these snowman faces, okay? And the two sizes I used, I turned sideways. I used this one and this one here, okay? So this one fits the tiny teacup, and this one fits the bigger teacup, okay? And that was so that I could make some snowman teacups in white. So that's the set I used for that. And then I used my Jill's Favorites assortment to do some small faces. You know, these will fit on the regular teacup. the medium-sized one. And then there's also faces in here that will fit the small ones. And you can pick which face you want to use. I used the Spa Girl face on the bigger size teacup, and then I used, I think it was an eyelash, is it in this one? I think it's similar to this one here, is what I used on the smaller ones. So again, you can pick out which face you want to use. There's so many choices from Peachy Keen. So take advantage of that 30% off sale while it's going on. If you don't own their stamps, it's a great time to purchase them, and it's 30% off the sale price. Also, some of them are already on sale, and you're going to get the 30% plus the sale price. So those are all of the supplies. Let me get these out of the way. That's not quite all of them, but it's a lot of them. The other things that I use, just for those of you that are new, I did use some Copic markers to color. I used this micron pen to do a little bit of dashed edging on the white tags. And then I used, of course, my Jelly Roll pen to do white dash lines, as well as color the eyes and do highlights on the faces. Okay, so those are all, let me set those aside too. And I did use twines to do my ties on my tags. And for inks, I used Memento Tuxedo Black to stamp my faces. And then for cheeks, I used Victorian Velvet. And I also used Vintage Photo Distress Ink and Tea Dye Distress Ink to edge my tags and shade to create kind of a gingery effect, if you will. So cardstocks, I used this beautiful silver cardstock that's backed with craft. This is a Tim Holtz paper pad that has silver and gold in it. I used that for my spoons. I used this color from Paper Tray Ink in green to cut out my little trees. And that is, let's see if I can tell you what color it is. It's Ripe Avocado. Okay, that's from Paper Tray Ink. And then I also used some Pure Poppy from Paper Tray Ink. And I believe this is Aqua Mist from Paper Tray Ink. I cut a snowflake from that. And then I cut all of my different teacups, the ones for the snowman teacups in white cardstock. And I also used Paper Tray Ink's craft cardstock to cut out the bulk of the teacups. You could also use chipboard if you wanted to, but I essentially was using craft, okay? So that's all the papers for those of you that need that information. And let's dive in. I'm going to show you what I created. So I'll lay these out and then we can kind of go through them. Let's see. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay them out. They're all pretty much, you know, they're all similar, but I did some different ways, and I do want to add some glue and actual sprinkle glitter to some of these, but I haven't done it yet just because I wanted to film this video, and if I had done it this morning, I would have needed to let them dry, and I wouldn't have been able to film. So I did put glitter glue on a couple last night just so you can kind of see what it looks like if you add glitter. But I let those ones dry overnight. But I do like to use sprinkle glitter when I can. So I'm just going to set these all out, and we'll do a comparison of what, you know, the different tags look like. So this was the original, and then this is the one that I just made. Okay. And so you can see the two side by side. These cookies are from Anna White's die line at Impression Obsession. I love this little cookie die set. Now, My Creative Time didn't have that. And so I was trying to do this as a My Creative Time design project. And so for those of you that don't own these products, this is the little cookie charm die with the top cut off. And that makes the perfect little Christmas tree cookie sitting on the plate. But you could use either one, Anna White's cookie die from Impression Obsession or the charm dies from My Creative Time, if you have those in your stash. This is a spoon from a die set at that Anna White did that has 2 little mugs in it and a spoon and different things. And that's the spoon I used here. This spoon, of course, is from this tea time set at My Creative Time. So this is that in all the pieces I showed you in the die set for the medium teacup, and then this little tiny red scallop piece again is from the snowman, the snow girl set. Okay, and then this little the little holly is a paper tray ink die. I did ask Emma if she could create some hollies for us to have. And so we'll see if she comes out with something in the future. But in the meantime, I used a paper tray ink holly die. You can also, of course, use the stickers that I showed you from Hobby Lobby. And they have different sizes of those. Jolie's makes a set that's like this. And then the other set that I showed you is from Hobby Lobby. So that's what I was able to create. I think it's very, very similar. If you have any teacup dies in your stash, I think they would look really cute made up this way. All you would need to do is get the peachy keen face and, you know, possibly a spoon die if your set doesn't come with that. But just such a fun tag. One of my family's very favorite tags that I've ever made. And you can see that this one has marshmallows for hot cocoa. This one I made as a coffee with latte art. Which is something I used to do when I was a barista. When we owned our own coffee shops back in the day, we owned several coffee shops for about 25 years. So anyway, this is definitely a favorite tag in my family because we love, you know, we love our espresso and coffees. So that is what I created. And I'll go through and just kind of show you all the different ones that I made. A lot of them, like I said, are similar. This one has the LOTV Merry Christmas tag on it and a little jingle bell. And again, that's a 6mm jingle bell. This one, I added the little gingerbread charm to the end. I haven't put a sentiment on this one yet, but I just think, you know, you can leave it without glitter and have kind of a more rustic appearance. Or you can add some glitter to the spoon and do a glitter gem holly. And this is what that one looks like. And this one I didn't do a cookie on. I just left it as a simple coffee tag. Okay. And then I added a little coffee cup charm to the end. So just so sweet. I think these are such fun tags. This one I used a different sort of twine, that kind of two-tone twine. And then the holly on this one is made out of felt. And I did add some crystal stickles, I believe, or diamond on this one, just to add a little bit of, you know, fun to the tag, a little bit of glitter. So there's that one. They're mostly all similar. This one has a paper tray ink sentiment that says Merry Christmas. This is from the Friendship Jar Holiday Fillers at Paper Tray Ink. If those are still available, I don't know. I've had my set for over 20 years, I think now, or at least 15. And this is just such a fun tag to make with all the different tags that you can add. So one last one. This one I added the marshmallows to. And again, I did hand cut those from paper, ink them, and just kind of try to make them look like marshmallows. On this one, I did the crystal stickles in little stripes down the tree. And this one has the snowflake charm on the end. Okay, so there's that one. And then these are the tinier ones. I did two. This one says, has a tag that I handmade back a while back in my software. I just did a Happy Hot Cocoa Season. And so this is a little hot cocoa with teeny tiny marshmallows I hand cut and inked. And it just has that adorable face from my PK3000 Jill's assortment, and then a little bit of holly, the tinier holly, and a little spoon. So I just think these turned out so cute. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing them, and it's just so fun to play with peachy keen faces and Christmas tags. And Emma's dies just worked out perfectly. So here is one that I did that is a snowman face. Okay, so this is a snowman hot cocoa. It has the little hot cocoa marshmallows. I added a little bow to her hair, and I made a little cookie in blue with a little bit of frosting on it. And then this one, of course, has a snowflake charm on it. So just adorable. And then I had to do a baby snow person too. So here's the little snow person. I'll put them next to each other so you can see the difference in size. If I can do it on my hand here, there you can see both sizes side by side, and to decide which one you want. I think they are both so sweet, and you definitely have room to do a little to from on the back of here if you wanted to use this as a tag versus maybe as a Christmas ornament on your tree. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all these fun little tags. I had so much fun, of course, creating them, and I just think it's wonderful that Emma's shop, My Creative Time, has die sets that will work to make these, and you can certainly see the difference. You know, hardly at all, in my opinion. Maybe this one's just a little bit bigger than this. But other than that, I think it's perfect. This one's also sprayed with some glitter glue, and or glitter spray rather, and I might do that with some of these too, just to add the sparkle for Christmas. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in to my episode of Saturday Morning Makes, Christmas Makes 2024. And I believe ice cream is next week's theme for Two Crafters, One Design. I'm trying to remember. I'm a week off, so I can't remember for sure. But I will try and put information in the drop down again about all of the hashtags. It's going to take me a while today to get the drop down menu completely filled out, so be patient. Because I'm uploading, it does take me a while to finish a video and get everything annotated in the drop down menu. So again, I want to thank Caroline, who is the one who asked about the die set for these tags. And I'm so happy that I was able to make a very, very similar tag using the die sets from My Creative Time. All right, everybody, take care. Bye now. Enjoy your weekend and choose joy.